All right, welcome back to Top Gun Podcast. Sorry for the late start. A little technical difficulty, but we are good to go as ever. Welcome to what we're going to call Season 2, Episode 3, where today we are going to break down the AFC and NFC South divisions. We're going to compare them with each other for the sake of just doing it. No real rhyme or reason, but maybe it'll help us decide who the divisional winner is going to be in the NFL, AFC, NFC South. And so in order to get that kicked off, I'd like to welcome all my good friends, Giovanni Schefter.
What's up,
Cooper,
you guys? Dog Sports.
Cooper the Coop Dog Sports.
Yes, sir.
Oh, well,
Good
boys.
to be back again.
Good to be back again. All right. Let's just like we've been doing, just for the viewers at home, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of introduce you to what we've been doing, and then we are going to get right into it and just kind of pound this out, the AFC South and NFC South, and then we'll get into some around sports. If you are catching this live, thank you for joining us. If you are not catching this live and you are following along, we will have chapters tagged in this so you can kind of bounce around throughout it. So with no further ado, here we go. The AFC South Division. And for you guys watching at home, that's going to be the Texans, the Titans, the Colts, the Jags. Last year's AFC South champion was the Texans by the skin of their teeth. And I do believe that the Jaguars were right there on their heels. And for a long time there, for the first half of the season, it appeared like the Colts were going to be the Super Bowl champions until Danny Dimes, the Achilles heel, kind of getting into the Iliad before we were at the Iliad, right? For those of you that have caught the movie, I guess.
Yeah, I haven't watched the Odyssey.
I haven't.
I've heard good things.
I mean, the story is really good. My number one recommendation is going to be the Wishbone version. When I was a kid, there's this little dog on PBS that told stories, and his name was Wishbone, and it was amazing. And that's how I learned basically all my English folklore. Anyway, here we go. All right, boys, let's break it down. We have the AFC South quarterbacks, the pilot, leading the plane, man on a mission. And so what that's going to look like is that's going to be, just like we said, Danny Dimes is more than likely going to be in charge of that offense to start. It's not looking like Anthony Richardson. Actually, he's searching around for trade offers is what I recently got. And so we got Danny Dimes, we've got CJ Stroud, Trevor Lawrence, and kind of the individual who took over at the end of last year, Cam Ward, who first overall draft pick last year. Rough start, started to come on a little more at the end. So, all right. So if I had to ask you to rank them to start, how would you put them? Let's go, Cooper. Start us off.
Well, I mean, we got a lot of solid quarterbacks here, but I think there's one guy who is the most consistent, I would say, and most proven of all four, and I would have to go with my number one as Trevor Lawrence. It's kind of tough because obviously with Cam Ward, you saw the flashes last year. CJ Stroud has had great moments, but I mean, he's also had some pretty rough ones. And then Daniel Jones, it's just a matter of if he can get healthy and stay healthy. And I think then he'll be good. But even then, he's number 2 to Trevor Lawrence in my book.
Yeah. Okay. Giovanni?
I definitely agree with Cooper.
Okay. So T. Lawrence, and you said CJ Stroud next? Both of you?
I don't know. I was between CJ Stroud or Daniel Jones. Sounds crazy, but I was between those two.
If you were to ask me 1 year ago today, Daniel Jones would not be at the top of the list. In fact, I don't even know if we'd have him up there because there was such the
such a stigma
a
around.
controversy. Well, they
Yeah.
didn't know who was going to be the starter going into the beginning of the season. So,
Yeah.
um, my only hang up here for this one specifically is, and I agree with you completely, wholeheartedly. I think that Trevor Lawrence is number one. And my only hang up with that is number of playoff victories.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
off the
Fair.
top of my head, I can't, you got to ask Google when you can't think of off the top of your head.
Yeah.
Who has more playoff wins?
More playoff wins. I think
Uh,
that's Stroud.
Trevor Lawrence
One, I guess.
or CJ Stroud?
I think it's Stroud because he got 2 playoff wins.
He does have 2. I know he has 2 playoff wins, but I cannot for the life of me. Okay, so Trevor has 1. And so this is gonna be our hang up. And I do feel bad for CJ Stroud, who, by the way, looked like an absolute freshman in high school going into day 1 of training camp. I don't know if you guys caught those pictures or not. He just looked clean cut, got a haircut, didn't have the dreadlocks, and
Yeah, wasn't he wearing? He was just wearing like just a plain
big
white tee.
baggy
Yeah.
white tee, and
Yeah.
he looked like a high schooler, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think he trimmed his goatee,
He's
stuff
going
like that.
the humble route. He's
Yeah, quiet.
trying to play it down.
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing with CJ Stroud over the last 2 years. Now his rookie year was absolutely amazing. Sophomore and junior slump for the most part. He did have a team that went to the playoffs, but it wasn't because of their offense. Their offense was actually kind of pretty stagnant, to say the least. So, but here's where I'll defend CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud has had crazy number of injuries on that offense.
Yeah.
He's had multiple wide receivers go down and out. Nico Collins, Tank Dell, Joe Mixon last year. Just he could not get any help on offense. And not only that, but he is behind one of the worst O lines in the league, or at least was. Let's put it that way. And it just hasn't done anything for him. He's had to play outside of his comfort zone and hasn't really done great, but good enough to get them to the playoffs. So I could see, this year being completely different. I could see the Texans being better than the Jaguars. And who knows, at the end of this, we could look at it differently as well. But yeah, I struggle with CJ Stroud only because he hasn't had much of a shot. But I will agree. Trevor Lawrence is a more seasoned, in a sense of he brings more to the table. I think in the league that we have, he has some good weapons right now, and he is a pocket passer. He can scramble. He's pretty quick, and he's very intelligent. So I will agree with you there with Trevor Lawrence, CJ Stroud, and then Cam Ward definitely has the potential, but we saw some glimmers of hope from Daniel Jones last year before his Achilles injury. And if that tells you anything, it should tell you that the Minnesota Vikings are really bad at identifying quarterback talent.
Yeah.
Let's just say that, because you have Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold come out of Minnesota 2 years ago and arguably for the first half of the season be the 2 best quarterbacks in football.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Vikings fans.
and now they have 2 quarterbacks that are, it's JJ McCarthy and Kyler Murray, who knows? We'll get to that. We'll get to that here. Well, we already went over that one, but yeah, it's just Anyway, how do you guys feel about those 4 spots?
That's understandable.
Understandable.
Lawrence. That's understandable. Trevor Lawrence, best quarterback. Cam was still potential. I would agree.
Yeah, I think it's tough just because of how injured all of these quarterbacks have been, especially CJ Stroud. I mean, that's like one of those big ifs that like we talk about so much. Where like, well, if he gets healthy, then he'll be number 2. But if he's not, then you might see those positions fluctuate a little bit. But
Right.
I think that's pretty accurate and into how I think the season will play out.
Yeah. No, I can agree with that. Let me zoom in here a little bit for you guys. Sorry, that was so zoomed out.
It's
All
okay.
right. Okay. So that brings us to
Running
strike
backs.
force, running back, right? Okay. So 2026, here's our running backs in the AFC South. Because it did change a little bit.
Yeah.
Cooper knows firsthand about this. We do have Jonathan Taylor, who again was arguably one of the best running backs in the league last year and the year before. Had an amazing rookie year as well. So he has proven that he is a reoccurring thing. He's probably going to be playing for a contract here, and we saw what that looks like for our good friends Jahmyr Gibbs and Bijan Robinson. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, they got
They
paid
got
this
paid.
week.
Yep, they did. Well deserved.
All right. So we also have Bajul Tootin, David Montgomery, and
Yeah.
Tony Pollard. I'm gonna have to point out the obvious here so that we can save some time. Jonathan Taylor's the number one running back in this division.
Easy.
Hands
That's
down.
easy.
I mean,
Yeah.
that one's an easy place. But then I'd have to go with Tony Pollard's nothing to sleep on. He had some pretty good years there after Ezekiel Elliott left Dallas that he played pretty well. So well, in fact, that he got a contract from the Titans and has been the starting running back with the Titans for the last couple of years. So, however, David Montgomery has played pretty well in his career as well.
Yeah.
If you do recall the NFC North Lions, he was the knuckles to Jahmyr Gibbs, right? Sonic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is a close one, and this is kind of a toss up here, but younger team. Personally, I'll take the forefront on this pick here since you guys did the other ones, the quarterback ones. But personally, I think that Tony Pollard is going to struggle a little bit more than David Montgomery.
Yeah.
And so I think that they're both strong, fast runners and they'll both get production. But I personally think that David Montgomery is going to be better. What do you guys think in that second spot?
I would definitely agree with you. David Montgomery, he was a great player for the Lions, and then he got traded. But I would definitely agree with you to put Montgomery at the second spot.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's tough just because the way Montgomery thrived was as a partner to another. I mean, and granted, he is with Woody Marks, who is still a good running back. But it's not going to be as balanced of a 1-2 punch where when you have Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery, two high-level starters on any team, they're just back and forth and back and forth. Now I think he will be carrying a bit of a heavier load, but I still think that he is strong enough to be able to do that. And I would have to agree with you.
Yeah. And I will say this, only because we haven't talked a lot about this individual. But Bajul Tootin, he was behind. I'm saying his name wrong because he recently came out and said how to say his name. I know I'm going to mess it up. I think it's HN, but it's ETN, right? Yeah. Did you guys see that interview where he said people have been saying my name wrong, but I've never corrected them? Yeah.
Everyone says what ETN, but
it's ETN. Yeah. It's spelled ETN, but he's from the Bayou. I mean, he went back down to play with the Saints, and so it's got kind of the Creole or Louisiana slang to it, and so it is Etienne, not ETN. So anyway, Tootin was behind Etienne Aiden. Last year, didn't get a lot of touches, only had 300 yards rushing. But the Jaguars do run kind of the swing offense where a lot of checkdowns. ETN got a lot of checkdowns last year. And I think that that's why a lot of like I'm looking at ESPN right now, and he's ranked pretty high. In fact, he might be ranked higher than David Montgomery and Tony Pollard. But I don't think that that's necessarily. I think that's a system grade. Like he's going to get a lot of touches. Whereas I have to put David Montgomery at that second spot. So if you guys don't disagree with me there,
I agree with you.
I'm going to put David Montgomery at that second spot.
I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Okay. And I think that, I mean, Tony Pollard, he's had good years, but he's getting up there in years as well. So I don't know. Where do you guys feel? How do you feel about Tune? Just hasn't proven anything yet. That's my biggest thing with this is that he hasn't had a chance to. This is a sophomore season, but at the same time, might prove something. I don't know. It's hard for me to decide on this one per se.
I would put Pollard at the 3 spot just to be safe.
Okay. He does have the career stats. The last 4 years he's been 1,000-yard rusher. So
yeah, I think I would be
a safety pick.
Yeah, I would be comfortable either. Like I would be okay with this one going either way. But yeah, Tony Pollard, he's got the consistency, but that also means that he's got some years on him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
I think consistency is big for sure. I mean, you know what you're getting. You're going to get a good you're going to get a good product there. I don't think that it's a bad product per se, but it's not great. It's just good. So I think that's why he falls in that third spot there. He's good, period. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think we have some people in the chat saying Tony is good. And I agree with that. So, all right, here we go. Wide receiver 1.
I think this is going to be tough.
1. Okay. Let's go through those real quick. We've got Alec Pierce at wide receiver 1. The Jags have Parker Washington. If you want to throw Brian Thomas in there, is probably pretty close. That's the thing with the Jags is they have 4 wide receivers. Well,
they're all good.
3 really. Well, they're all decent. You know who they remind me of is kind of like the Browns. The Browns aren't. Don't get me wrong. The Browns are not proven, but they have all these good wide receivers.
Right.
But none of it could go either way. No dominant wide receivers. No, somebody's doubling this guy. That kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Texans have Nico Collins at their number 1, and the Titans have a new toy in Carnell Tate. Their I believe was it number 2 overall draft pick.
No, I think 3? It was 4th, maybe 3.
Well, either way, man.
That's worth a Google.
Titans got some depth at wide receiver as well. Carnell Tate, Wan'Dale Robinson, and Calvin Ridley. I mean,
they do. And if you remember, Calvin Ridley was highly touted for years and until got into some trouble and some injuries. And their wide receiver room is good. Yeah. Good. And to be honest with you, Gunnar Helm isn't a bad tight end either. So they have weapons. They now have weapons on offense. If they can keep Cam Ward upright and stop some people on defense, then they might surprise some people. They're not going to be a pushover quite like they were last year. I still don't think that they're playoff material or even top of the division material, but they're not going to be a cakewalk. But anyway, let's get back to wide receiver 1 here. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, Nico Collins is a force. And that's who I would have at that number 1 spot. What do you guys think?
I definitely agree with you just because Nico Collins has been an outstanding wide receiver for the Texans for the past 2 years. So I would definitely agree with you at the number 1 spot.
Yeah. I mean, barring injury, right? Barring injury, Nico Collins is good. Really, really good. he's a strong weapon, especially with CJ Stroud and his mobility / arm. So I'd be interested to see, what their wide receiver room is pretty good too. Jaden Higgins and Tank Dell are pretty good as well. So we'll see. Okay. Number 2 wide receiver. This is going to be Cooper. You might have to take this one over because my bias as an Ohio State fan might take over here, and I'm gonna want to put Carnell Tate at number 2. And I don't know if that was our reasoning behind Tootin. He hasn't proven himself, but he's a dog. I watched him play for the last 3 years, and he's that good. He's that guy too.
I was between Tate and Alec Pierce.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know, man. That's a really hard one.
Yeah. Really hard. I agree. Somebody's going to be upset when we make this.
Yeah.
Based on that.
We might get clickbait.
We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going my bias. I'll eat the comments, but I've been watching the highlights of training camp, and being an Ohio State fan, Carnell Tate will pop up, and he's just running so smooth, and his routes are crisp, and he's catching balls, and I'm sure those other guys are too, but he just looks like he is NFL ready. And you got to think, like, I know they're tearing Marvin Harrison apart, but look at what has come out of Ohio State in the wide receiver room for the last 7-8 years now. Going back to
crazy.
You can go back to Chris Olave, you can go back to Michael Thomas. It's just been unreal. So I got to give Carnell Tate and the Ohio State wide receiver room, wide receiver some love there. That might be what I get the hate from, is the Ohio State. Too much Ohio State love there.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
And then next, I agree with Cooper. I agree with you. I think Alec Pierce he could be that guy on any other team. I think that he is that good. And then, so that leaves us with either Parker Washington or Brian Thomas Jr. And I know they've had some problems with Brian Thomas Jr. He was a big name in the trade market last year, or this offseason, and they didn't move him. A lot of teams were looking to grab him, and nobody really went after him. So he's a good player. He's a good ball player, but he didn't move. So, and then I know Travis Hunter is out there, but being a two-way player, that's taxing on the body. It'd be interesting to see how much he actually plays, or at what level he's actually able to play. He put on some weight. Did you guys see that? He's got a little muscle.
Yeah, he was looking beefy.
Got a little muscle mass on him, so that'll be good.
That's what you need, man.
Yeah.
He was a little skinny little twig before.
But gotta get the Bo Jackson level.
The two-way player.
Yeah,
a little Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
All right, wingman number 2.
Anyway, all right.
So Texans, you got Jaden Higgins, who had a great year last year with both those guys down. You got, with the Titans, you got Wan'Dale Robinson, who, again, stud. Okay. He was their stud last year, so he knows what wide receiver 1 duties are and can go do them. And now he has some help. With the Colts, you got Josh Pierce. I'm sorry, not Josh Pierce, Josh Downs.
Alec Pierce. Oh, Josh Downs.
And then what we've been talking about with the Jags with Brian Thomas.
Okay.
So I think this is where it comes in, like our debate from the last one is, Brian Thomas is a good wide receiver. He could be a wide receiver 1 on several teams across this league. I look at teams like, even like San Francisco, who's, Ricky Pearsall's hurt now, and the Browns, he'd probably be a wide receiver 1 there.
Dolphins.
There's a lot of
you could take the starter or the second string of any team, and they would be a starter on the Dolphins.
That's true.
Obviously not actually. I'm sorry, Devon Achan, for disrespecting you like that, but
yeah,
maybe Brian Thomas might be a big piece on the Chiefs. Maybe.
Yeah, Uh, who else? Raiders.
Raiders,
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Jets,
Better than Garrett Wilson.
maybe.
I don't think so.
I don't know about
No,
that.
I
That was
don't
a
know.
good. I mean, typically, yes, you would say the Jets, but
Right.
um, who else? Yeah, Dolphins for sure.
Yeah,
Maybe the Steelers. Just depending on how Pittman plays and how
yeah,
Metcalf plays.
yeah,
Just depends.
yeah.
Anyway, I would say Brian Thomas is a safe pick there. Or yeah, I would say that's pretty safe. But after that, now comes a tough one between Josh Downs and Wandale Robinson. Um, what are your thoughts on that? If you had to leave it up between those two,
Well, it's kind of tough here, just because Wandale Robinson was a beast last year with the Giants, and Josh Downs was a good player for Daniel Jones until Jones got hurt and Downs didn't do anything of either Riley Leonard or Philip Rivers. So, in my safe side, I would put Wandale Robinson in second.
Yeah, it's tough because both of those guys were super key pieces to both of their teams. Like talk about Wandale with the Giants being able to back up Malik Neighbors. I mean, that's just Malik Neighbors is fantastic, but Wandale without Wandale, Malik wouldn't have been able to have as many opportunities. And same with
right?
Josh Downs and Alec Pierce. Obviously, the driving force of the offense was Jonathan Taylor, but those two were also like super key to the way that that offense ran. But I would agree. I'd give Wandale the edge there,
Okay,
and then
I can
put
do that.
Josh Downs in the three.
Okay,
There you go.
there we go. Okay.
So
Um,
that leaves Jaden
Jade
Higgins
Higgins fourth,
slash Tank Dell. Honestly,
maybe. Even
yeah,
though
and
Tank Dell didn't play for
Tank
two
Dell. I
years.
mean, yeah, he hasn't played for a year and a
right?
half, and he was that guy. I mean, he was just as good as a
It's
lot of
true.
these number ones, but his knee absolutely got
That injury was so bad,
it was
dude.
disgusting. I mean, it was
Yeah,
yeah, I felt so bad. I felt so bad for him. I felt bad for the whole organization because
yeah,
like they were pouring their heart and soul into that season, and then just like
yeah,
tough way to go.
yeah.
Hopefully he does play again. Hopefully this year he
I
does come
think
out
he will.
strong.
Recently,
Okay,
he was just cleared for training camp.
good. I mean, I want to see it. I want to see the
Yeah,
Texans do good again.
yeah,
Buckeye, C.J. Stroud, that kind of stuff. So,
yeah.
all right,
Uh,
the other wingman taking some pressure off that wide receiver one is the tight end room.
yeah,
And I think that one person does stand out because of how good he was in college and how good he played his rookie year, and that's Tyler Warren. I think
Yeah.
that T.
yeah.
Warren definitely
From Penn
kind of
State.
goes way over those other three, but um, then that leaves us though with Brenton Strange from Jacksonville, Dalton
Yeah,
Schultz for the Texans, and Gunnar Helm for the
for the
Titans.
Titans.
Um,
This is where it gets a little dicey.
Yeah,
this is, I mean, if you want to just go based off of like, and this is not a fantasy football thing. This is
mhm.
just dudes being dudes. Like I'm not worried about numbers. I'm worried about who shows up on game day, that kind of stuff. And I know that kind of
Yeah,
plays into the fantasy football aspect, but at the same time, right now, what I'm looking at here is according to tight end rankings, Brenton Strange is ranked ahead of Dalton Schultz, then Gunnar Helm. And so I'm okay with going with that because when I say ranked ahead of, I mean like those are the next three tight ends. None of them are great tight ends. I'm sure they're great blocking tight ends because of the offense and how they run their offense, but they are not true receiving tight end. Tyler Warren would be the only true receiving tight end. And when it comes to production, as far as offense, that's what we're looking at is getting receptions and getting down the field and catching touchdowns. So if you guys are okay, I would go just like how ESPN has them ranked or how some of the other National corporations have them ranked.
I would agree with you.
Dalton Schultz is getting up there in years. And Gunnar Helm is a little young, and they didn't use him very much. But when you look at the Titans, like we were saying before, you look at the Titans wide receiver room, Gunnar Helm is going to be used more in pass blocking and run blocking rather than being that fourth wide receiver to go out. So thoughts?
Yeah. This is an understandable tier for the tight ends.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Move this down a little bit. Okay. If you agree with that, then
I agree.
We'll move it back over.
Coop? You agree, Coop?
Yeah, it's tough just because like when you look at the depth chart, like most teams, tight ends are like the guys who most people know the least. There's like 5 tight ends that like most NFL fans would know, and then when you get kind of, and no offense over here to the AFC South, but like I don't even think the average fan would know most of these guys, and so that's where I think I kind of struggle sometimes. It's just like these aren't guys that are popping into my head when I'm thinking of defense rankings, but
right
or tight end rankings.
I know you're probably watching me mess with them.
So good.
Yeah.
They're really good.
I figured this one would be pretty easy as well. Pretty standard. Yeah. The Texans defense is a juggernaut, monstrous. And I mean took them to the playoffs. Bounced the Steelers from the playoffs and almost got them another win over the Patriots and a Super Bowl competitor Patriots, but couldn't quite finish the job. CJ Stroud not having his weapons around him, not having the O-line, and so I think that this one's pretty easy to place. The Titans, what they're lacking the most is a defense. You saw that their offense is average. Good enough to win games as long as they're on the field. But when the defense can't slow anybody down, it's tough to score points. So,
yeah, and I would agree. I mean, obviously Texas defense, like elite. No other words to describe them, just elite. But then, I mean, Jags and Colts, those are some pretty solid groups. Like their Jags got Josh Allen, or not Josh Allen, but Josh Hines Allen.
There you go.
And then the Colts have like DeForest Buckner and some other good guys, and I know that the Titans, like you said, kind of been struggling as of recently, but I think it's pretty straightforward the rankings here, defense wise.
I definitely agree with that.
Good. Okay. Well, that brings us to coaching. And so here's who we got. We got D'Amico Ryans with the Texans. We have a new coach to the AFC South, and that's Robert Saleh. Not a new coach to NFL,
Titans,
but a new coach to the Titans. We got the Colts is Shane Steichen, and
Liam Cohen with
Jacksonville Jaguars, Liam Cohen. Duval. Yeah, so he took some heat for that in the interview, but it's pretty funny, and I think he laughs about it now too. All right, so here's what I'm thinking. I think that looking across Robert Saleh, and I'll speak first to Robert Saleh. He was on a bad team, and that bad team played worse.
Yeah,
I'm not going to 100% blame him for what happened with the Jets, because he went to San Francisco last year and did a really good job with that defense, and then turned around and got a head coaching job. So they must see something in him that makes him capable. But with that being said, he's the losingest coach on this list.
Yeah.
He has not proven really anything as far as head coaching goes. Do I think he's a bad coach? No. I think he coached a very bad team when he did get his shot. Doesn't make him a bad coach. He just hasn't won a lot of games. So he's still looking for that identity piece.
And I think the losses were not entirely his fault.
No. Some interesting quarterbacks that came out of there.
Yeah.
Wilson, Zach Wilson.
Wilson. Yeah.
I mean, he had Sam Darnold,
Yeah. For the
Super Bowl MVP.
for the shortest time.
Yeah.
That's
So,
where
but
that.
he was seeing ghosts out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
have you seen that? It's like a famous meme of Sam Darnold. At one time, he was out for a game because he was sick, and they posted this terrible graphic. It's the Sam Darnold out for mononucleosis.
I saw that. I
graphic.
really saw
so
that.
bad.
Yeah, that was
we
a ER blunder. Absolutely,
Just an interesting time there for Sam Darnold fans and Jets fans.
Jets fans, yeah. I don't think he ever really got a fan base until he made it to the Vikings, where he won some games with the Vikings.
And even with the Seahawks.
And now with the Seahawks, now he has support, and I think absolutely revived his career.
Yeah.
So, like 100%. Could play in the league for another 10 years after that, hands down. Okay, so that puts us with the next two.
Okay.
Or next three. Now, in my opinion, what DeMeco Ryans has done with that defense and then also getting playoff wins, I like Liam Cohen. I think that he's good. I think that he'll be good. I think that he took over a bad team from Urban Meyer and made it a playoff team. You know what I mean? Like, you're taking over a team that was a laughingstock of the NFL, and in 2 years you're making the playoffs, or could have made the playoffs.
Yeah.
They're one or two pieces away from being a really good team. So I do think that, but I'm going to have to go with DeMeco Ryans.
Number one.
What do you guys think about that?
I definitely agree with you, just because DeMeco got 2 playoff wins in his coaching career, and Liam Cohen didn't even got a playoff win last season as the first time head coach. So I would definitely agree with you for putting DeMeco Ryans at the number 1 spot.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, well, how long's he been coaching now? What, 2, 3? This is his third
think that's
year?
his.
I mean, he came in with CJ Stroud.
Fourth year now.
Okay.
Right. And so in that time, he's already won the division multiple times and turned around a team to, I mean, every year they're almost expected now to be in the playoffs, like the way we're looking at it, right?
Sure, yeah.
I 100% agree with you. Like, what he has done, as well as CJ Stroud, just those two coming in at the same time have seriously turned this team around.
Yeah.
And so for that, I give him that number 1 nod.
There you
go. Well, and that's where I'm going with next. Liam Cohen, kind of same thing.
Yeah.
I think that he's next, and no knock on Shane Steichen. I think that Shane Steichen has done some good things. I mean, the expectation to win those games that he won last year, it wasn't there. I mean, he won games he shouldn't have won last year. But I think that there's still some things that they have to figure out on that team. I think that there's a lot of unclarity as far as the offense and defense, and what everybody's roles are and that kind of stuff. So.
Also, people are calling out Steichen for ruining Anthony Richardson's potential.
You think that was his fault?
I mean, that's what the people are saying.
That's what the people are saying. Do you agree with the people?
I guess not.
No. I don't know. I don't think. I don't know. I didn't see a whole lot of potential in Anthony Richardson to begin with. I thought that was a silly pick, in my opinion. I didn't think that was a good pick by them. So.
Yeah.
All right. Tally time. Let's add them up. Okay. I'm going to start with the Texans here. Double check my math, please. Somebody said my math was bad, and that was not true. I did it like 500 times, but so I need you guys. Okay. Anyway, it wasn't my fault. I didn't do anything wrong. Anyway, here we go. Okay. We got the Texans. Let me zoom out for you guys a little bit.
Yeah.
So that you can see. There we go. Okay. All right. So the Texans, we've got 3-6. With 4 is 10. With 1 is 11. With 2 is 13. With 8 is 21.
Yep.
And with the coach, you have 25.
Or
Yep, that's 21.
20. It should be 22.
Oh,
So
yeah, because of the air defense 2
the
times.
coach. Yeah. Okay. So let me do it one more time real quick for those math people at home.
I will try that again.
3, 6, 10, 11, 13 plus 8 is 21. And another 1 for coach.
I added the one that was in the team column.
Okay. There you go. Yep. Don't add that one. That's just our label. Okay. So we got that. You see 22 points for the Texans. All right, let's do Titans. We got 1 point, and 2 is 3, and another 3 is 6, and another 3 is 9, 10, 12, 13. I have 13 points there.
Okay.
Good?
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Clean that up a little
wait.
bit there.
The Texans do have 25.
Okay. Let me do it again. Texans. 3 for quarterback. Another 3 for running back. That's 6.
Yeah, 3 plus
4 for strike force. So that's 10.
Okay.
1 more for wingman 2 is 11.
Yeah, that's 11.
2 more is 13.
That's 13. Yeah.
8 for air defense.
Okay.
Is 21.
That's
plus 4.
21.
Plus
That's
4.
25.
You're right.
You were adding 1.
I was only adding 1. You are correct.
Yeah.
See Cooper?
Yes.
See Cooper? There you go.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I was getting ahead of myself and just counting the 1. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
2 plus
Colts. 2, 6, 8, 10, 14, 18, 20. Colts.
Yeah.
20.
That's right.
Does that compute?
Yeah.
Dost thou compute?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
4. Boom.
All right. And finally the Jags.
6. Boom.
4, 5, 6.
22. 22.
Okay. 4, 5, 6, 10, 13, and 6, 19.
22.
Got it. 22.
There we go.
Got
we go. That concludes that.
Okay, this is a tight one, and I think
Yeah,
it went exactly how we thought it was going to go.
I think this is our closest one yet, for sure.
I would agree with you there. I think that, when you look at this, total score in there too. When you look at this is exactly what we thought. We thought it was going to be a close race between the Jaguars and the Texans, and I think that it was exactly that. I think it's going to end up being very close. And I think that, I think the Colts will make it frisky. They might be that frisky team that you don't want to play, but at the same time, yeah. And then the Titans are just going to be clawing. Now, remember, for those that are watching here, this isn't saying that any of these teams are bad. It's just we're trying to determine the best at each position per that division. We've had divisions where the tight ends are, the best in all of football, but, we might rank them 4th in their respective division. Stuff like that. Okay?
Okay.
All right. That concludes our AFC South, where we, the Top Gun Podcast, have graded wise that the Houston Texans should, on paper, win the AFC South. On to the NFC South.
Yeah.
NFC South.
NFC South.
I like that transition sound. That was good.
Yeah, that was you guys know the video of the guy playing Madden, and he's playing as Greg Jennings, and he breaks his leg.
Oh,
and he goes,
put the team on his back.
Let's go into the mind of Greg Jennings.
Nice.
I put the team on my back though. That's
You're recalling something from like 2007. Cooper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's when I was negative 2 years old.
Yeah,
But
that's right.
that's
it's
an antique now.
it's such an iconic video.
Such an
I
iconic
don't know.
video. Yep, absolutely.
That little
Okay.
transition noise popped into my brain.
Yeah,
Speaking of, I think they were playing the Saints in that game. But
yeah. I
anyway,
think
so
Here
we got
comes
the NFC
Darren
South.
Sharper, the
Darren
hardest
Sharp
hitting,
and Darren Sharper. Yeah.
hardest hitting safety in the league. All right, all right, all
anyways.
right.
Yeah. Sidetrack. Anyway, here we go.
Alright,
NFC
here
South.
go.
We got the Bucks, Saints, Falcons, Panthers. Here's what I want this time. What are your predictions? Who do you think's going to win before we do the math here?
I would have.
Before we let the data talk.
Oh,
Go ahead,
do
Cooper.
I want to go? Oh, never mind.
Like,
Cooper,
what
you
team
can
is
go.
going to win the whole division? Or
Yeah. What do you
quarterback?
think? How do you think this is going to shake out?
Man, I think it's going to be tough. I think, honestly, we're going to end up pretty close between the Buccaneers and Panthers. That's how I think this whole thing is going to shake out. And honestly, I might have to go that way quarterback wise as well.
Okay. Giovanni?
I would have to agree with Cooper. I think the Buccaneers and the Panthers will beat up on each other for the division. But I would say the Buccaneers.
Okay. The Bucks are down some guys. That's the thing is
Yeah.
if I had to pick right now before
You still gotta have the Baker magic.
listen, Baker's good for one or two of those games.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say. Falcons are a quarterback away. They don't know their quarterback room yet. Tyler Shook is good, but there's not a lot offensively there. Chris Olave is great, and then they did get ETN, but I don't know. The Panthers are a bit stricken with the injury bug right now, and they're going through it. But I mean, we watched them last year in that game against the Bucks, and like Tet McMillan is a dog.
Yeah.
But so is Emeka Mbuka. Let's let the numbers pan out. I think I have to agree with you. I think it's going to be Bucks, Panthers, and then probably Falcons and Saints is going to be close. I think the Falcons might have more pros than Joes than the Saints. Like when we go to do these numbers. So, all right, let's check it out. Here we go.
All right.
Pilot. Let's check out the pilot here. We've got, if we look at the pilots, I already mentioned Tyler Shook. We've got Baker Mayfield, Shake and Bake, and we'll find out about the Falcons. It's either Tua or Penix.
Michael Penix.
Yeah, and then Bryce Young. So, with that being said, is this an easy pick?
No.
You don't think?
Honestly,
I mean, for the first two, it's not.
Okay. So what's your debate here, Giovanni?
I would say Baker Mayfield is better than Bryce Young just because Baker has taken the Bucks to the playoffs 2 or 3 times, but I would say Baker Mayfield is deserved at number 1 and Bryce Young at number 2.
Okay. Cooper?
Yeah, I can get behind that. I just think, like, I know, especially Panthers fans, I hear this a lot from my friend who's a Panthers fan, but every year, this is Bryce Young's year. This is Bryce Young's year. But I mean, we really did see him start to show it last year. He was definitely showing the improvement, and it's tough for me because in the preseason we just saw the Hall of Fame game, guys. That was a thriller. Haynes King, I remember. I don't remember if I ever really brought him up, but he was a player that I had seen play when he played at Georgia Tech. And with him on the roster with Bryce Young, could be pretty electric. And so with that QB position, I'll give the edge to Baker Mayfield. Mm-hmm. But the Panthers, I think, are going to be a sneaky team this year.
But I heard Cooper. I think Haynes King is injured.
Probably got injured on that last play, diving in.
Probably.
That's
why
he was putting his life on the line.
That's what I. It sucks about preseason. Like, you don't want to cancel it because you have guys competing for a contract.
Yeah.
And the
you know,
roster
like
spots,
and
obviously.
roster spots. And, like that's a big deal because injuries are insane. I mean, they lengthen it to 17 games. Injuries happen. You've got to have guys that are willing and able to step up. But like at the same time, like guys get beat up because they're going 100. You got this guy who's going 50% because he's just trying to get back in the rhythm or save his body, that kind of stuff. But then this guy's competing for a roster spot going 110% with his hair on fire. And somebody's gonna get hurt. So anyway,
Alright.
okay. So I was gonna say this: Tyler Shook is ranked pretty high in quarterbacks
Yeah.
Yeah.
for
I
some
don't mean to
reason.
disrespect him, but I
He had a
still
good year.
he did.
They just added a crazy locker room, wide receiver
Yeah.
room.
That's
Did you
true.
Jordan Tyson and Chris Olave?
That would
It's
be
gonna
a sick. That would be a
it's gonna
sick duo.
it's gonna be a tough one.
That's
And
pretty nasty.
Juwan Johnson at tight end, Noah Fant at tight end,
That's crazy. Who that?
Travis Etienne. Don't be surprised, people.
Yeah, don't be surprised.
If the Saints come knocking, don't be surprised. Now,
Who that?
here's the thing: is the NFC South is one of the weaker divisions, so that's why you could see a shakeup. You could see a little shakeup here.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that leaves us with
The
whichever Falcon
Quarterback.
decides that he's going to be the most capable in preseason here.
Yeah.
You look at Tua and
Michael Penix.
he's one injury away from
One concussion away, by the way, I guess.
dying. I mean, I worry
I don't
about
know how
that
that
too.
guy's
Like
still alive.
we might see Tua die on the field at some point, and I don't wish that. I don't at all. Like I don't like watching those videos. I don't like doing any of that. But he is one hard hit away from some big problems.
I mean, he should have hung it up. He should have hung it up 2 concussions ago.
Yeah, the concussion fingers.
Yeah.
That stuff's so scary.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah.
Man.
Anyway.
Yeah. So we do have somebody in chat saying Browns and NY1DV is saying that he likes the Saints at number 2. He likes Tyler Shook at number 2, which, I mean, if you go based off of like production numbers, Tyler Shook is projected to have he has a better offense. I'll admit that. Like I'm looking at their depth chart on offense and I'm looking at Travis Etienne, Alvin Kamara, Kendra Miller, Chris Olave, Jordan Tyson, Juwan Johnson. And I'm thinking that offense can do stuff.
It's High Quarter Roller. He graduated from high school.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I'm looking at that and I'm just like, that's a tough offense. It's just, can Tyler Shook in his sophomore season have a show out year? So,
yeah.
But I think I liked where we have them. I think that Bryce Young has saved his career. I mean, after his rookie year, we probably would have shut him down. But at the same time, I think that he resurrected it here in these last 2 years, especially with the little playoff push there last year. So,
yeah.
Okay, running backs. This one should be relatively easy. All opposed to Bijan Robinson being number 1.
Of course. Yeah.
I'm in favor.
Any nays? No? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Nah.
All opposed to Travis Etienne being put at number 2.
I'm in favor of that.
Yeah.
Okay. All opposed to Bucky Irving at number 3.
Yeah.
Yes, you're opposed, or no, you're not opposed?
I'm opposed.
You are
you're
opposed. All right.
Okay. I meant not opposed. I meant not.
Okay. All right. Good. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Well, that leaves us with
Chuba Hubbard.
And Hubbard and Rico.
Oh, again.
Not Rico Dowdle.
Nope. He's with the
Steelers.
He's a Stiller. The Stillers. Now, again, this is one of those, and I think Cooper, you were getting ready to say it. This is one of those where I would take any of those 4 guys. But when you're talking about Bijan Robinson and Travis Etienne, those are 2 really good running backs. In fact, like Etienne there for a while was one of the best in the league last year.
Yeah.
to start the season.
Chuba Hubbard
Fol-
had his weeks,
fol-
man.
Followed by Alvin Kamara, who we know like is
Yeah.
a seasoned. I mean, he's definitely lost. He's put some miles on the car on those tires, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
at the same
He's
time,
getting up there.
he's one of those guys that might be knocking on the Hall of Fame door here in a couple years. So
Yeah, and so where I was going with this
debating.
is the depth in running back in the NFC South is kind of wild. Like
Hmm.
each team has two running backs that they're all really strong. Like Bijan and Brian Robinson Jr. as your 1 and 2 for the Falcons.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary. Even going to the Panthers where they have Chuba Hubbard, Jonathan Brooks, and Trevor Etienne.
Hmm.
That's
Mhm.
like, I mean, it's it's kind of crazy. And then like you said,
Yeah.
Travis and Alvin Kamara on the same team is also
Yeah.
wild.
Right. Okay, that brings us to the number ones.
Wide receiver.
And this is going to look a little bit different and kind of sad after Mike Evans left. But
Yeah.
right now they have Emeka Mbuka, and understandably, because he had a show out year last year in his rookie year. Chris Godwin's coming off of a pretty big injury. He didn't play at all last year. And if he did, it was minimal,
Yeah.
You got Drake London, who's going to be a first round draft pick in a lot of fantasy leagues and maybe a high second round, that kind of stuff. You got Tet McMillan, who showed us that he can be really, really good. And you got Chris Olave, who again might be a second or third round draft pick in a lot of fantasy football leagues, but which is just saying where he falls amongst production players. This one might be a little bit more difficult for us to pick. I'm going to throw Drake London out there because of his size, his speed, and the fact that he is going to demand a double team every time he goes out there. The problem is we don't know who's throwing him the ball. We don't know who. The number 2 wide receiver with the Falcons is Zachariah Branch.
Yeah.
And so, again, that's one where it's like, okay, so they're going to box him in with a safety over top, and he's not going to get a chance at a lot of plays where he's able to go make athletic plays. He's going to have to really hope that there's a shutdown on defense, or they're in the wrong coverage, stuff like that. So, but I will say, as far as best wide receiver, I got to go with Drake London.
That's a safe pick in my opinion.
What do you think, Cooper? You're quiet.
Yeah, it's tough, but I'd have to agree with you there, even beyond those quarterback uncertainties. I think he's over the past few years he's proved himself to be able to be a good wide receiver in a poor environment.
Put up huge numbers.
Yeah,
Huge numbers. Yeah. Like best in the league kind of numbers when he's healthy.
right.
Absolutely.
But then when we get to these next few spots, is again it's dicey. Ted
I know.
McMillan, Chris Olave, and Emeka Ibuka.
Yeah.
Is,
That would be
I-
nice.
It's going to be really dicey. I think that all three of them could fit in that in that third spot. I really do, because there are times where Chris Olave can absolutely take over a game. He kind of falls into another Ohio State. He kind of falls into that Terry McLaurin where he can just dice up a defense when he's healthy. He's had some
Yeah.
serious concussion issues himself,
Yeah.
but he's so good.
Yeah.
Emeka Mbuka, an amazing start to his rookie year. It might be a little different because you got Mike Evans, who's a possession receiver, where they had Emeka Mbuka kind of running like streak routes. So Emeka might have to change a little bit of how he was playing. Then Tet is he's a big dude. So he's going to make some big plays in big situations. And so this is where I'm kind of hung up, Tet being a rookie or a sophomore, and Emeka being a sophomore, and Chris being kind of the seasoned vet here, just got paid
Yeah.
off that rookie contract. But
Mm.
Giovanni, what are your thoughts?
Well, I would have to say Chris Olave at number 2, and
Okay.
then maybe Ted McMillan at number 3. And no offense to Ibuka, but he would have to put a number 4.
Okay. Cooper, oppose?
No, I'm not opposed to that. And again, this is this is one of those things where, um, like Emeka Ibuka, one of the best in the league, but
Right.
all these other wide receivers in the conference are just better, and that's again,
Right.
it's a conference thing here, guys. Not We're not saying Emeka Ibuka is the worst receiver in the league. We're saying out of all the wide receiver ones that are so strong in the NFC South, he is the they're all like we would go 10.5 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 9.5. He's still a 9 out of 10. And I
Yeah.
think that's an important factor to
Yeah, that's
to throw
hard
out
for
there.
me. And I mean, if we sat down and we said, okay, all 32 wide receivers, Emeka Mbuka probably falls around, 15 to 16, somewhere in there. So like he's
Yeah.
still top half of the league. And that's the thing is like it's just their wide receiver one. They might not be the best, but they're all four of them are really good wide receiver ones. So I'm okay with this list right here. I think that give me the Saints with their veteran leadership there with Olave. I think that they'll do something. And Jordan Tyson's going to take some of the pressure off when we get to number 2 here. I like that, but yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that list if you guys are.
I'm good with that.
Okay. All right, let's go to wide receiver 2, and so that's going to give us Chris Godwin, who's coming off of, a knee injury where he had to take an entire year off, and that was one of his things. Was he was one of the best route runners in the game 2 years ago, and I really think that how severe his knee got blown up that might be affected.
Yeah.
Former Penn State grad, but
Yeah.
yeah. Falcons, we have Zachariah Branch. Panthers, we have Jalen Coker. And then Saints, we have Jordan Tyson.
Okay.
Part of me, because of watching, I got to ignore years past. Chris Godwin was really good. Like the first 3 or 4 years that he was in the league.
Yeah.
I can't look at it that way though. Because right now I want to take Jordan Tyson as number 1. I think that, what we saw in college from him is that, this year's draft, we're going to see some wide receivers really fill in some gaps and be the face of the league here as they develop. But Jordan Tyson is one of those. And so I tend to lean toward Jordan Tyson going into that 1 spot for the Saints. What do you guys think?
I definitely agree. Jordan Tyson, he's going to be an unstoppable duo with Chris Olave. I would tend to agree with you at the number 1 spot for Tyson.
Okay.
Yeah, I would also agree with you there. I think Tyson is he's the strongest wide receiver too.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's a matter of I think he's just the best, most athletic.
Yeah.
He's gonna put up the best numbers there. So
yeah.
Okay. I'm okay with that. Like I said, that's where I was leaning. All right. Don't do that. There we go. Now it becomes difficult. Jalen Coker and Xavier Leggett played really well for the Panthers last year, but like I said, Chris Godwin he's a Pro Bowler before the Pro Bowl became a joke.
Yeah.
So would you guys agree with this one? Let's make this easy. Let's say Zachariah Branch. I'm thinking he's falling all the way to that 4th spot.
I
And so
agree. I
this
tend to agree.
this tends to be a debate to um, the Bucks and Panthers. We'll
I
kind of
agree.
simplify that.
Yeah.
So Chris Godwin or Jalen Coker?
I would say Chris Godwin, in my opinion. What
I
about you two?
I don't know. And again, this is one of those ones where it's like just returning from that injury is just such a big deal, and I think if he's able to kind of return to form and stay healthy, then he will definitely be a good wide receiver too, and I think that would give him that number two spot. But I I'll actually give Jalen Coker the edge just because I mean he's not recovering from an injury. Nonetheless, an injury as intense as what Chris Godwin has kind of been going through. So I'll give Jalen Coker the edge, but that's one of
Yeah.
those ones where it could go back or forth based on who's healthy or who's not.
I agree.
No, I agree with that. I think that the ceiling for Chris Godwin is way higher
Yeah,
because if he comes back and he does well, then it's going to be he's going to be awesome because he was awesome. I mean, he didn't really play a whole lot last year. Um but he did. So that's yeah. So I would assume that he's going to be healthy. I assume
Yeah.
that he'll be okay. And I think that this is just one that it's going to be tough to pick between the two of them. So Coker didn't get a whole lot of looks, but he proved that he could do it and do it well. And so I think that he probably will get more touches and have a little bit more production. Again, it doesn't mean I think that those two are like literally right next to each other in the
yeah,
rankings. It's a situation where it's like one then the other, and it could just be day to day kind of thing. So,
Yeah.
all right, tight ends. I think that there's one that kind of stands out, and he's one that's so tricky
Yeah.
because he's had good years, he's had really bad years. He was projected to be one of the best tight ends to ever come out of college football, and then also has been one of the worst tight ends to come out of. But he's had good years, and every year he's gotten better. And
Yeah.
I think that now that he has Drake London, Bijan Robinson, Brian Robinson in the backfield as well,
Kyle
um,
Pitts.
Kyle Pitts is. I think he's legit. He's a legit wide receiver or tight end. Plays like a wide receiver, big body frame, but he's good. He's pretty good.
Yep. He's
And then
good.
I think the other one, I think we've already mentioned him quite a bit, is
yeah.
Juwan Johnson. I think
John
that
Johnson.
he is, he's one of those guys that, again, big body, big frame, going to do a lot. And then he's backed up by Noah Fant, who is a good tight end. He's a great tight end. Played for the Broncos, played for the Seahawks. Never really kind of fit in anywhere, but he'll be just fine. Then, I mean, one that has been
I'd
in the
go.
system and has got tutelage from
Yeah.
one of the all-time greats at tight end. It's Kate Otten.
I that's where I
Yeah.
was going.
Yeah. Playing under Rob Gronkowski for a season. But still, like, when you get to play with Rob Gronkowski and Tom Brady, like, that's got to mean something.
I don't even
Yeah.
know if Gronk played with Otten.
Yeah, he was a rookie that year.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I thought Gronk didn't play with Otten in 2022 because Gronk retired in
Was he a
2022.
rookie in 2022?
Yeah. So Gronk retired in
Let
2022.
me look that up.
If I'm right, then I'm the smartest sports person there is.
Smartest ever of all time.
Giovanni Schefter for you.
Yeah, Gronk retired after the 2021 season, I think. Because that would be the 2022 off season.
Don't worry, I'm looking it up. You're right.
Yep.
You are the smartest.
Sorry, Coop Dog.
Maybe I'm thinking of Cam Brate. That's who I'm thinking of.
Oh,
Cam
that makes
Brate.
sense. That makes sense.
C
That makes sense.
B C. No, I don't know.
That makes
Who
sense.
knows? I don't know where my brain was going there.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Tight end. We like it.
Yep.
Dislike it.
Yep.
You like that
Yep.
order?
Yeah,
Yep.
I think that's good.
Yep. Yep.
Good. Okay.
Okay. Defense.
All right. Defense. And this is a big deal because this is worth 2 points here. So
Yep.
defensively, here's how I have them stacking out. Let's see. Hold on one second here. To be honest with you, I don't think any of them have good defenses.
Yeah.
It's not a matter of good or even great defenses. Let's see. I have the Saints, the Falcons, the Panthers, the Bucks.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And to be honest with you, they're not far off from each other.
Yeah, that was my struggle. Is like
Yeah.
I could see the Bucks even being as high as number 2, just because they still have, like, I mean, I know
Well, I mean,
they were the conversations, but Vita Vea and Todd Bowles is just
I think Todd Bowles is losing the locker. I mean, we'll get to that when we get to the coaching, but he's said some things and done some things, and he is on the hot seat. The management, I mean, there's people. When Mike Evans wants out of an organization, something's not going right.
You got problems.
Because
Mike Evans would never leave the Bucks like that.
He was a career one jersey guy. He was one of those guys. He was going to be, still could be a Hall of Famer, and could have went out with one team. But right now he's not. Baker wants out. Vita Vea wants out. Like all these guys who are like top tier players, Pro Bowlers, what are like all pros for them, kind of want out. And so that one worries me about Todd Bowles.
Yeah.
Oof. Cooper, who did you say? Who are you kind of kicking around?
I don't know. It was tough for me just because you said how similarly they are all just kind of mid. They're like none of them are really exceptional defensive units, but I do like the Saints at number 1 just because of their core, like Cam Jordan and Demario Davis.
Demario Davis is with the Jets now.
Is he? Oh gosh. Well, anyways, you know, I still do like the. Yeah, he is. Oh man.
I told you.
Terrible.
It's
Giovanni
okay.
Schefter strikes again. Yeah, I like Saints at number 1, but you do bring up a good point.
It's a coin flip there.
Yeah.
I would say the Saints.
It's honestly a coin flip with all 4 of them, and in my opinion. I mean, you're talking just like middle. You're talking okay. So if we grade them A, B, C, D, F, all 4 of those teams sit somewhere around like a C to C minus. Not great. None of them are great, and none of them are going to make noise in the playoffs. They might get there, but they're not beating a high-powered offense. None of these guys.
Yeah.
And that's teams like, so for example, I would put Dallas Cowboys defense somewhere around there. But they have a high-powered offense, like a much more high-powered offense than any of those 4 teams.
Yeah.
So the Saints have a newer coach, same coach from last year, Kellen Moore.
Yeah.
Defensive minded. They have. Let's see.
I know they have Cam Jordan.
Yeah, Cam Jordan. I mean, there's a couple other guys. Man, this is a tough one. The Falcons have a new coach. Giovanni, who is it?
Kevin Stefanski.
Kevin Stefanski. So that one could be interesting. He's an
Yeah.
offensive-minded coach, so
Yeah.
it's kind of a toss-up there.
Mm-hmm.
Todd Bowles with
Uh,
the Buccaneers
yeah.
and Dan Canales, who has done an amazing job with the Panthers.
Yeah.
But that doesn't help us at all. Dang. This is such a heavy weighted one. Man. Yeah, I'm okay if we go with the Saints.
I
think
agree.
They've had a good defense. I think Kellen Moore is a hard-nosed coach that he can get the most out of his guys. I'm okay with that.
I agree.
Next, I actually like Dan Canales in this spot, and his defense. I don't know. The Falcons' defense played pretty good last year, though.
Yeah.
Let's go Falcons.
Sure. I know you'll get hate in the comments.
Yeah, everybody thinks their team's the best.
Yeah.
I get it. Been there, done that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Bucks number 1. Bucks at 4.
Bucks at 4.
Man,
it's a tough one. That's a tough one.
I know we said it was going to be close between the Buccaneers and the Panthers, but it might end up going the opposite the way
Saints.
of that.
Saints and Falcons. Yeah,
they've been racking up some points. Although we'll count it up, but
after we get done with the coaching.
Yeah, coaching wise,
Topples number 4 easily.
He's definitely on the hot seat.
Yeah.
He's definitely on the hot seat for sure.
Yeah.
A lot of questionable stuff going on. Dan Canales, right now it's between Dan Canales for me and Kellen Moore.
Yeah, I would agree with
those
you.
two are the ones that I like. I like the most. And then Kevin Stefanski. I mean, here's my thing with Kevin Stefanski. Did we get the best out of Kevin Stefanski those last 2 years?
No. Because
not a chance.
Horrible quarterback play.
Because of horrible ownership.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. Is that they basically put him in handcuffs and said, "Go run this team, and we're going to fire you, but we'll pay you."
Any time you see the Browns ownership in a headline or any major move, I almost every time I just go, I'll put my head in my hand and I'm like, what are we doing, guys? But yeah, I'm with you on this one. I think Canales has done a great job with Bryce Young and
he resurrected the team.
Yeah,
took him to the playoffs.
The way that he's allowed him to progress and just like they snuck out of there last year and they took him right, like you said, to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I'm with you on the coaches rankings.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure.
All right. Let's tally. Help me out here, guys. Let me zoom out.
Zoom out.
Good call.
Yep.
There we go.
Okay, so
Giovanni, can you do this math in your head? I'm not going to be rude, but I cannot concentrate. I don't know if you can do it. or I might have to mute you. All right,
14.
Here we go.
I also have 14.
Yeah.
6.
7. Sorry.
9, 11. 2, 13.
14.
All right.
Perfect.
That's surprising. That was our number 1, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's pretty rough.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
We
Let's
might
go
be
here.
fired after this.
Oh, we're gonna get so much hate when I post this. All right, let's go. Saints 2, 5,
26.
8.
Holy smokes, dude.
Yeah.
2, 5, 8, 12, 3, 15, and 8, 23,
26.
26.
Gosh, Saints. What the
boy.
heck?
Well, I know we're gonna get so much hate.
And remember, guys, this is not a
Yeah,
mathematical
I'll be right.
equation
It's
at
about
all.
sounding confident.
Yep, this is not mathematical. This is
Hey,
hypothetical on
listen.
paper.
You heard it here first. Saints are winning the NFC South.
Okay.
Let's
we
not
haven't done
say
the other
it yet.
math. We haven't
Let's
done the
not
other
say
math.
it
Come
yet.
on now.
Oh boy.
It
Who
might
knows
be the
about those
Falcons. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Stop fooling
1,
us.
5,
Oh,
9.
4 plus 6 plus
22.
22.
22, yeah.
Yeah,
22.
Wild. This is, I'm telling you, we were going in reverse order now.
Let's get the Panthers. 3 plus
Okay.
1. 2 plus 3 plus 4 and 4.
18.
17.
I had
I have 8.
18.
I have 18.
Oh,
Do it again, Giovanni.
Okay. 3, 4, 6, 9, 10, 14, 20.
Oh, gosh.
What?
All right, I'm going to have to do it.
All right.
All right. 3,
3,
4,
3,
6, 9, 10,
9, 10,
14,
14, yeah.
Plus
and 4.
18.
Yeah, 18.
That's 18. That's 18.
Okay. All right, good. All right.
All right.
We math good.
We got it.
All right. There we go.
Okay.
So our official Top Gun podcast prediction here for the NFC South Division is that the New Orleans Saints
We'll win
have
the
been
division.
resurrected by Kellen Moore and Tyler Shook.
Suck. Oh boy.
Get ready. Buckle up, Saints fans. Headed to the Super Bowl.
By the way, we have to instantly clip this.
I'm clipping
Put it
that.
on.
I'm
Put
clipping
it on
it.
everything, and
I'm
then
clipping
we're gonna come back to it in
In
like half a year and be
February.
like, "Wow, we were so right."
that.
Here's the thing: is we had so many arguments on these. Like when we go back through, it's like Jordan Tyson. He's a big question mark. He's a rookie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Travis Etienne. Like he's in a new system. I mean, he's a great running back, but I don't know. One of the teams has to win the division, don't they?
Yeah.
Who says it can't be the Saints?
Right.
Yeah.
Saints are winning. Falcons are the second place, and the Buccaneers are going to finish in last.
Crazy.
And this is all 100% happening, confirmed by the NFL, because they saw our mathematic formula and were like, "Yo, these guys are smarter than
I take it straight to
all
Vegas.
of our analysts." Oh yeah.
Straight to Vegas.
Definitely
Cash
not
that
for
check.
that.
Cash that check.
Anyway.
Yeah. So speak now, forever hold your peace. Anything else?
I mean, in terms of our rankings,
that's it.
I got nothing else for
Nothing.
our rankings, man.
No,
I don't even think about it. I'm just finalizing what I said and moving on.
Okay.
'Cause it's really not about being right.
It's about sounding confident.
Not at all.
Exactly.
Not at all. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And so that will bring us to this end of the segment and getting into this week in sports and just kind of shooting the breeze and talking. And then, we'll wrap it up and tell you what we got next week here. So next week, before we get into it, because I know Giovanni's chomping at the bit here. Next week, we'll round this segment of kind of grading each division out with the NFC and AFC West, which might be tough for me.
Yeah.
So, but these two guys, they did their part, so I have to do mine.
Okay.
They stuck theirs out.
Okay.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
Giovanni.
All right. Clear for takeoff. Bijan Robinson and Jameer Gibbs contract extensions.
Boom.
Jameer Gibbs gave me a little bit of a birthday present there.
Yep.
When was that? August 6th?
It's got to feel good. It's got to
Yeah.
feel good
Yeah.
to know that he's not going to sit out or shop around, right?
Yeah.
Locking
Being
him
a
down. And
Detroit
you're
Lions fan.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm glad they locked him down when he's, getting thrown around, number one running back in the league, hypothetically.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's him or Bijan. Like, I think that it's what you got to do. Oh my gosh,
I'm
is the
struggling.
microphone okay there?
It was all catawampus.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think you got
we
to
go.
throw him a big extension like that, lock him
Yeah.
down. So I was
Yeah,
happy
sure.
to see that for sure.
Yeah. I can agree with that. As much as they should. I mean, you're not going to go get a draft pick there. You're not going to go get somebody in free agency unless you want to pay him a ton of money. So pay him the money, let him be a Detroit Lion, and hopefully he stays healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same with Bijan Robinson. I mean, lock that guy up and go in the draft and get a quarterback. I mean, and they should be pretty good. They should be good as long as Kevin Stefanski finds his new niche and they get that quarterback and Bijan stays healthy. So
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Giovanni, keep going.
All right, clear for takeoff. I got accepted to the history of sports class.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. Yep. Clear for takeoff. Cooper and Gavin's 17th birthday was 2 days ago, and that was the early birthday present for Jameer Gibbs.
Feliz cumpleaños.
I'm
Yeah.
old, man.
17. It's got to be wearing on you.
Can't believe
So
it, dude.
weird.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Clear for takeoff. Cooper is on multiple social media for sports photography.
It's true. I got the green light, and I'm starting to expand now, putting some photography out into the world. So
You done some good pictures during that soccer games.
thank you.
Yeah. Clear for takeoff. Breaking news. I have signed up for SME Sports.
You applied?
You for the internship?
Yeah, for the fall season.
Ooh. It'll be tough. I know
Yeah.
he gets a lot of applications every year, but
I
think
I
you can
only
do it.
do the program or the photography or something like that.
Okay.
I think you could do it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Sure.
So clear for takeoff. I had lunch with Grady and Santa, and it was great. And at the end, we were doing some dumb teenager stuff, which that was completely funny. So, other than that, it was pretty good for me.
What were you guys getting
No,
up to,
I don't
Giovanni?
want to know.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
want to
yeah.
know. I don't want to
We'll
know.
keep that off the pod. Keep that off the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Giovanni's up to no good.
Shenanigans.
other than that, the lunch was good. I cannot hate on that. Anyways, grounded I got these two players allegedly declared for the 2027 WNBA draft.
Uh-oh. We got to get political here?
Nah,
No,
not for me, it's not.
I did see that.
Listen.
Nah.
I'll tell you what it will do. I'm going to watch some games if it happens.
I won't.
It'll definitely spice it up. I'll tell you what I'll be watching though, and I don't care for the whole drama, all this drama stuff. But
The
guys,
Cleveland Sirens.
WNBA is coming to Cleveland.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm excited for that.
2028, baby.
Cleveland
Yep.
Sirens.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
That
It's
was my
very
clip for
exciting.
takeoff.
I was a little bit sad that they didn't come back as the Rockers.
I know.
Because it was the trademark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know they're
But
having
still,
some
I
issues
mean,
with that. Sirens is pretty sweet though, playing in
I
It
thought it
is.
was
Lake
so I
Erie.
watched the live revealing of the name, and they literally
Yeah.
spent 40 minutes talking about like the history and why they were excited and what it meant. And
Yeah.
I was like, just tell us the name, and then you can go. They didn't want to lose all their viewership. I get it, because
Yeah.
it was a live launch on YouTube, and they just
Yeah.
they drug it out, and I was like, this is terrible. This
Yeah.
is terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad they were able to
um,
find something that something new. Like that's one of the things is you don't want to, and that's what I think is really nice about a lot of the I, like newer generations coming in with the new branding and stuff. And for a while everyone was just animals, but
yeah.
now you get a lot of new stuff with the especially the
Mythical.
WNBA. You get a lot of
Yeah.
cool things, and I'm glad that you know the the team up here in Cleveland was able to find something neat and tie it into the city, like with Lake
Yeah.
Erie and everything. And
Yeah.
I think that's awesome, and
Yeah.
I can't wait. Honestly, I think it'll be
I
great.
can't wait to.
Yep, it'll be good. I think it'll be positive for the city, which is
Put
good.
Yeah.
another
Well.
team in Rocket Arena.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's true.
Yep.
I got a sports a sad moment. Former Titan superstar Chris Johnson, aka CJ2K, announced this summer that he was diagnosed with ALS last year at the age of 39.
Yep.
Yeah, I had
Uh,
seen that a little while ago, and I mean, just the rate at which it has progressed is just, I mean, it's terrible. I have so much respect for anyone who's going through that, like the
Yeah,
ALS
I
challenge. That I'm glad that they are bringing awareness because it just seems, yeah, I mean, it's wild. And
ALS has to be one of the worst diseases out there. I mean,
Yeah.
just from what I've seen with it, it's
Yeah.
got to be like, to get that news.
yeah,
There's no fighting
Yeah.
it right now. You can't fight it,
there's
Yeah.
nothing.
which is
It's
tough.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Grounded I got. I'm gonna have to say the Browns training camp. Because it's either Shador Sanders or Deshaun Watson every single day.
What's your opinion on posting the post practice quarterback scores?
That is so flabbergasted.
Yeah, I don't know.
No
I
other
would
team does that.
yeah. It's just there's just such a stigma around quarterbacks in Cleveland that
Yeah.
whoever is running the
Never
social media
ends.
and keeping track of these
Pod
stats,
make a
and,
cabot.
yeah, they're throwing it
Well,
out there.
I
and
don't
it's
think
like,
she's posted. It's ESPN Cleveland, but at the same
Yeah.
time, it's like, are you trying to divide the fan base?
I
Like,
have
I
no
really-
idea
I
what
really-
they're trying to do.
I know that Browns fans don't like, a lot of them don't like Deshaun Watson.
Because of off the field issues and whatnot.
Right. And I know that a lot of them like Shedeur Sanders. But I'm sure if anybody sat them down and been like, hey, listen, this quarterback's going to help you win games.
Yeah.
No name attached. They wouldn't care. They wouldn't care who it is.
Yeah.
So, like, all that is happening right now is you're just getting a fan base that's divided. And that's sad. And I think that
Yeah.
that's on ESPN Cleveland
Yeah.
putting that stuff up every day. That's on them.
Yeah.
They
And
can
it's
own
just-
that one. I think it's ridiculous that they do that.
It is.
At the end of the day, the coaches know who the best quarterback is. It doesn't
Yeah, of
matter
course.
which reps they're getting, which team they're getting the reps with. The coaches are doing what they need to do, and there's a reason behind it. And
I think there's
ESPN
no
Cleveland can
purpose.
sit on the side with a clipboard and
There's
post
no
it and get a
purpose
lot of
for putting those stats out there.
get a lot of clicks and a lot of comments. That's the reason they're
Yeah.
doing it. Has nothing to do with helping the fan base.
Yeah.
So
At Browns-NY1DV says, what's opinion on Caitlin Clark?
that's Carter, right?
Yep, Carter Roller, yep.
Caitlin Clark, I think she's a good baller.
Yeah.
I think she's starting to get kind of into the like Steph Curry for his like second championship, like the kind of searching for fouls. I don't think
Yeah.
that she's like a flopper per se, but she definitely
Yeah.
tries to draw attention to herself when she is fouled, and it does look kind of ridiculous. But at the same time, she's a great ball player, like
Yeah.
through and through. You can't
Yeah.
deny her ability. And I mean, the Fever have gotten a lot better since she got there. So I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Her and Sophie Cunningham, man,
Yeah.
dynamic duo there. And I will say, not only is she, I would say she's the best shooter in the WNBA. We saw it when she went toe to toe with Steph Curry, right? She
Yeah.
was shooting in that competition from the NBA 3-point line and only lost by a few points.
Yeah.
I think she's a fantastic shooter, but I actually wanted to talk about a different incident that happened with a Indiana Fever player. I don't know if you guys saw this
Okay.
in a game between the Chicago Sky and Indiana Fever.
Oh, I saw it.
The Chicago Sky guard, I think it's whatever her name is, Carrington, hit Sophie Cunningham. Sophie Cunningham was going up for a layup.
Dejanay.
Yeah. She just Dejanay Carrington just clobbered her, hit her in like the side of the head.
Yeah, she
hit her in
grabbed her
the
around
neck.
the neck, choked her down.
And
Yeah.
and then got called for a flagrant 2 and was removed from the game. And then went on to social media and posted about it and was acting like it wasn't her fault.
Oh,
And I'm like,
gosh.
I'm not gonna say what she posted, but
Yeah.
it's like, come on. I
mean,
thought the whole incident was like, what are we doing?
you can't
Yeah.
foul somebody as hard as she did with intent to stop the play. I get that. Like, we watch the NBA, happens in the NBA all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially with like role players on defense, they're willing to get ejected to help the team out.
Yeah.
But like, to not own it in the end is what.
Be like, as much as I don't want to say this because he's an annoying player, be like Pat Bev. Patrick Beverly will go into a game, get 5 fouls and a technical.
Dylan Brooks,
or Dylan Brooks, and they don't go on social media and complain about it. That's where I'm at with that. But I just saw that.
I wonder, her response. I wonder if there's more to it. Like, if it wasn't necessarily directed right at that play or not, but I'm not 100% sure. I know that Sophie Cunningham is all over the media for other stuff,
various reasons.
Yeah.
So that's where I was going. If maybe it was directed at something that was said during the altercation.
You think it was a hit?
I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's just unnecessary drama.
I'll tell you what. In the last 3 years, we've talked more about the WNBA than ever before.
Oh yeah.
So they're doing something right.
Right.
It's just what does the ultimate picture that is painted look like? Because like, are you trying to paint this picture of the WNBA just being this dysfunctional, catty, mean girls club, or do you want them to be like? Do you want people to watch these games who aren't WNBA fans,
right?
Because they want to see good basketball. You know what I mean? Like the catty fighting, or do you want to see good basketball players? So I don't know what narrative they're trying to put out there, but this is what all we're seeing in social media is just all the catty fighting that is going on either on the court or off the court.
Yeah. Carter just said, did you see that fight at training camp from Spencer Fano and Jared Verse?
Good. No, I like that.
Yeah.
Let the boys duke it out. Get them fired up. I like to see that from Jared Verse.
Mm-hmm.
He's there. He's angry. He's ready to go. Yep. He's a young player. So is Spencer Fano. Like, let's have at it. I'm sure it's hard lining up against a guy every day for a month straight and just basically punching each other in the chest over and over and over again and not having emotions about it. You know what I mean? Like, so good.
Yep.
Now, I don't want to see any of them hurt or, kicked off the team. So, like, keep it under control, but bring the emotion.
Yep. Grounded I got, I forgot me already. Grounded I got. I'm gonna have to say. Oh, I forgot already. Dang it.
It's all right. I can fill in for you if you need me to.
No, it's okay. I'll actually say, sports is awesome.
Okay.
They are bringing back the ice bucket challenge for the NFL.
Yeah. In honor of Chris Johnson. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bill Cowher did it. Roger Goodell did it. Marshawn Lynch did it.
Yeah.
Those are special people that
Mhm.
did that for him.
Yeah. And speaking of special people, if I could interject for a moment,
So
this weekend, guys, the Hall of Fame celebrations were getting up. I mean, the parade looked fun. Of course, I wasn't there because we had the Carnation Parade on the same day, but they
yeah,
also had some inductions, and it was just really cool seeing a lot of local presence, like in just like Q92 posting
Mhm.
stuff
yeah,
about it, and so many people who normally cover like high school sports are getting these opportunities because it's a local event here in Stark County. It's just
yeah,
really neat to see, and something that I think is awesome to look forward to, and it's something like kind of weird about the NFL Hall of Fame being in Canton, which is like for such a large corporation to not as it's a more of a regional thing, being
yeah,
in Canton, Ohio, rather than it's like Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
But
It
yeah,
is special. No, I mean, the fact that we have this in our backyard every year at the same time before school starts, it's pretty awesome. Even if you can't make it out to the game or the induction, there's always something going on in the
oh yeah,
city. They have their roundtable discussions, they have their sit downs, their owners dinners, like those kinds of things, and it's pretty neat if you get a chance to be a part of any of that. Even the concert that was going on tonight, I know that's a
yeah,
big deal in this area,
yeah,
and they always bring in some of the biggest names too. So
yeah.
yeah. I also saw. I don't know if you guys saw Drew Brees working a shift at the local
Canes,
Canes. Like, what
That's
the
yeah,
heck?
crazy.
I've been to that Canes about 50 times. So
Right.
yeah.
That's
But
mad expensive.
I think you had to be in line to get some chicken
yeah,
fingers out there, but
Yeah, that's
that'd have been
mad
cool.
expensive.
That'd have been cool. So,
Yeah. Yep.
all right. Anything else,
Okay.
Giovanni? Before we...
Okay. I think I might had this in my head now. I guess grounded. I got. I'm gonna have to say. No, actually, clear for takeoff. Drew Brees' speech from Sean Payton.
Okay.
yeah. I did see that. It was really nice. It was a nice thing.
Yeah. That's it. Coop Dog, you got stuff.
Yeah, I had a few. I did have one from the NFL. Morrison, you might have had this. I believe this was this might have been yesterday, but Bryce Young had a sideline interview. If you guys know Dave Stevens, he's a pretty famous broadcaster, and he was born without legs, and so he's interviewing Bryce Young on the sideline, and he's asking questions to Bryce Young, and uh, you know, Bryce makes a comment, and he says, I think it's just important, something, something about this, something about that, and just knowing where my feet are, and 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 Dave goes, well, speaking of feet, and he just kind of looks down, and he doesn't have any, and I think that's well, I
What
think
did
that's
Bryce Young
ground.
do? I didn't have this,
I
but
I think that's grounded for Bryce Young, and
Mm,
well, I guess
uh,
grounded for Dave Stevens, but you
oh,
know, I'm sorry,
oh,
I'm sorry.
grounded.
Bryce Young.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Anyways, no, it was a funny
Bryce
moment. They
Young.
both they were
Too
both
soon.
having a laugh about
Oh,
it, but
oh,
no, he's Dave Stevens. Just shout out to him. First of all, he's
yeah.
got like he's won some Emmys and stuff. He's awesome, dude. Um,
Uh,
but no, Bryce Young. That was I just saw that clip. That was wild. Um,
yeah.
I'll move towards something that I think you guys were expecting me to cover. If you saw
Yeah.
anything about this, the
Yeah.
World Athletics Under 20 Track and Field Championships. First of all, I can't believe track and field season is still going. That's always
Wow, that's
baffling to me.
crazy.
It's just it just keeps on going and going and going. But we saw some pretty crazy times in the finals, mostly all headlined by, I think everyone, at least in the track and field world, everyone saw this. But Tate Taylor, the U.S. high school 100-meter record holder, was putting up some crazy numbers. In the 100, he ran a 9.94, and in the 200, a 19.83. He beat the entire field by half a second.
Dang.
I mean, it was just wild. But the one thing that I do really like a lot about when you get these kind of world athletics under 20, that's when you get to see a lot more of these like really interesting like youth talents from around the world. Obviously, you get a lot from America just because of the culture we have around high school sports, but in the 200 meter, the third place athlete was a kid from Barbados. Fourth place was from Trinidad and Tobago. Fifth from Japan. Sixth from Jamaica. Seventh from Switzerland. And these aren't even like like nations where you would expect them to have like some incredible sprinting talent. Obviously, the big two, USA and Jamaica. But like what I've been seeing so much of is these Caribbean countries have just really exploded, as well as a lot of African countries as well, like Botswana and South Africa. I mean, it's just really awesome to see all these kids just show their talents on an international scale. It's really neat, and if you're not a track and field fan, I think you can still appreciate the talent that's being developed and the fact that it's all able to be shown off in Eugene, Oregon every year. It's just awesome to see. Um, but no, that's really the only two I had. Giovanni, you have a lot, and looks like you have even one more now.
Yep, I might have more than one. Clear for takeoff. Cross country is around the corner.
Yeah, that's true. Cross country is just around the corner. I
Yeah,
believe after. So is football, by the way, guys. High school football. There's only like 2 weeks. Two
yep,
weeks. That is wild.
yep,
As well as, all high school fall sports are
yep,
like golf is already underway. I know
yep.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we'll be seeing boys tennis soon. Boys and girls soccer, cross
Yeah.
country, football. It's gonna be great. Fall is one of the best seasons for sports. It's gonna be awesome, no question.
So for when you do photography in SME Sports this season, how are you gonna pick? How are you gonna separate time from broadcasting into photography?
Well, fortunately, I would say semi fortunately, um, SME Sports we don't cover every single Alliance game, so
Yeah,
most likely any home games that he's not at for soccer, I'll be there either watching as a fan or taking pictures, and I'll try to make it out to or I said boys tennis earlier. It's girls tennis in season. Try to make it out to just, anything that he's not covering. I'd like to just make it to, and anything I'm not busy during like that time because I do a lot of stuff. But football, I will actually be able to commentate again. Just balancing my
yeah,
time is
You'll
is
just
the
probably be
biggest
at the
thing.
school every day.
yeah,
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 basically.
yeah,
It'll be
yeah,
volleyball games. You'll be at volleyball games, even if you're not
yeah,
doing the broadcast. You'll be
Right, right, right.
at.
yeah. That'll be crazy if I get on the SME Sports partnership with Cooper. That'll be crazy.
Yeah, that would be wild. We would have a loaded roster there.
Yeah.
It'll be
Yep.
fun.
Uh. Yep. So round that I got Cleveland Guardians season is it's pretty trash.
It's looking bad right now. They're fourth in the division now, losing 2 out of 3 to the White Sox, and
Yeah.
this is not looking
It's
great.
getting so worse.
Yeah.
They have a
Yeah.
month and a
And
half to get
I
it
just got
together.
I just got my
My,
Stephen Kwan jersey too.
nice jersey, bro.
It's a nice
Thank
one.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually have
Luckily,
to
he's still
shout
on the
out.
team.
Yeah.
That,
I have
I,
to shout out to. I have to
I
shout out.
hope he doesn't get traded this
Well,
Oh
offseason.
yeah.
he'll be a free agent this offseason, so hopefully he signs
Yeah.
with us. But
Well, I was
you
gonna
know how
say.
that goes.
Yeah.
Paul Dolan, man.
Got to shout out Jr. for that.
Oh,
Bought it from him at Days in the Park. He had his stand, so got a good deal. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely support him and Henry. They do a good job.
Yeah.
Shameless
Yeah.
plug. Shameless plug there.
there
You
you
got
go.
anything, Morrison?
Oh no, you guys actually took a couple of mine there at the end, which is fine.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame's a big deal. Hall of Fame game, we got that in. Guardians stunk it up.
Yeah.
As far as NFL, I just had some news that's really not that big of a deal. Teddy
Yeah.
Bridgewater retired again.
Yeah.
Um,
I can't believe it.
And then
I
they
mean,
also, yeah,
Josh
Teddy
Dobbs,
Bridgewater,
yeah,
man.
they signed Josh Dobbs, so that'll be.
I really
Josh
hope
Dobbs is a great backup. He's good for a
Yeah,
couple
man.
wins.
I really
I
hope
love-
Teddy Bridgewater goes back to high school coaching.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and they made the Teddy Bridgewater rule
Yeah.
in Florida State High School.
That
where
would pay all the high school stuff.
Well, yeah.
including
So
the food and all
the
that.
coaches are allowed to now give their own money and support the students, because what he got in trouble for was, buying pads or buying equipment for kids who needed it, or buying food for the team out of his own pocket. And whatever Florida High School Athletic Association, that's not acceptable, and so
Yeah.
he was not able to
It was
coach anymore.
tampering
And
in a way. Yeah.
yeah, but then they created a rule, and there's like
Yeah.
an allowance of how much coaches are allowed to give, and yeah, I think it's good that rule came in place.
Yeah,
Shout
that's
out Teddy-
that's a
Teddy
pretty
Bridgewater.
sad way that Teddy B had to get out of the high school coaching that fast.
Yeah, well, I mean, he can go back now that I think the rule is in place.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, we'll have to see how that goes, but Teddy
Yeah.
Bridgewater, man, what a guy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right. Let's send it home. And in order to do so,
The game.
let's do a 17-0.
Okay.
All right. Our goal
Saints.
here, we're going to try and get a perfect season. Our
Perfect
best
season.
one, the last one we got was 14-3. So that's just
Okay.
probably an
That's-
A-. So here we go. New game.
All right,
Loading.
here we go.
All right.
Well,
Are they
Washington
Scandals.
Commanders.
Oh,
Yep, best players. We want to put
I
together
would
the
have-
best.
Jaden Daniels or
Mm,
Terry
Terry McLaurin, Jaden Daniels.
man.
O-line isn't great. Defense isn't great.
Mm,
Yeah. Terry McLaurin's our best bet there.
yeah, let's try McLaurin.
Scary Terry.
All right.
Okay.
Cincinnati.
Do you go Joe Burrow or do you go Jamar Chase?
I think you
Oh,
have to
boy.
go Jamar Chase.
I think
Jamar
you do
Chase.
too.
Yeah.
I don't think there are many wide receivers
Yeah.
better.
Terry and Jamar might be good though.
Yeah.
Bears.
Oh.
Bears. Oh,
Do you go Cortland Loveland, Colson Loveland,
Oh.
or
You could go.
Ben Johnson?
Oh. Yeah, Ben Johnson,
yeah,
baby.
Yep, you gotta go.
Yep.
Benny Johnson.
Yep.
That's good.
That's a sneaky way. Ravens.
Ravens.
Lamar?
Lamar Jackson.
You gotta go.
You gotta
Lamar,
go
Derek.
Lamar.
Derek.
Derek.
Yeah, that's
Go, Derek. Go, Derek.
Defense?
that's a. Oh man.
Oh my god. I mean, you have to
Let's go
to
Lamar.
Derrick Henry. Lamar it is then.
Lamar.
Okay.
Let's go Lamar.
All right. Sanford.
Oh.
Christian
See.
McCaffrey.
Yeah. Although McCaffrey and Derrick Henry could have been nice.
Yeah.
Cowboys.
Oh, there's our dude. CD Lamb and Jamar Chase would have been tough.
Folks.
Jake Ferguson, Javonte Williams. Their defense is
Javonte
terrible.
Williams. that Javonte Williams could be good. Not gonna lie.
I mean, Jake
There
Ferguson's
are
not
better
that
running
great.
backs out there, but I don't know if we can get
Jake
anything better.
Ferguson.
What about O-line?
Ooh.
I don't even know what they have good O-line.
I don't know.
We
I
might
don't
have to.
we
I
might
don't know if
have
I'm
to.
confident.
We might just have to.
We'll see. We'll see.
Colts. JT easy.
Kelsey?
Oh, Travis Kelce. I thought that was Colts for a sec.
I thought it was Colts too. What the heck?
Definitely Travis Kelce.
Zoom in a little bit more.
I don't know. Kenneth Walker is pretty good, but
Yeah.
there's definitely better. There's better running. We could sneak someone else out of there.
Their defense?
Maybe.
Jeez.
They got Chris
Their
Jones.
Defense isn't terrible.
Well,
This is tough. Let's go Kelsey.
let's do Kelce. To be honest,
Just because of the infrequency of tight ends.
Yeah.
Carolina.
Oh, well,
Okay.
we're stuck now.
All right.
Chuba.
Are we gonna go Chuba?
No, we're not.
Definitely not. Definitely not Chuba.
Oh, we are so stuck. We're gonna have to go Chuba, aren't we?
We're gonna have to.
We might be able to sacrifice. I mean, we already have Travis Kelce. We could sacrifice a tight end spot and just pray for a better running back or defense.
That's not gonna get us 17-0 though.
Yeah.
Let's just put Chuba Hubbard.
Oh no.
Oh dear Lord. All right,
Yeah.
Chuba.
Yeah.
That's so bad. Not a chance.
Lions.
And we could have had Jahmyr Gibbs, bro. That's so bad. We can get Sam Laporta.
Sam Laporta's fine.
I'm not taking
All right.
Lions defense.
Definitely not. Laporta.
Dang, man. Whose defense do we get?
Houston.
Oh, okay.
Houston.
Hold up.
There we go.
All right, what do we get?
And I'm gonna say
Ah,
14
same
and
grade.
3 again.
Couldn't
14
do it. All right, we have to do it again.
At least it's
We didn't do it
okay.
last week, so we do it again. All right.
Okay, perfect.
Here's a redemption.
Cowboys, okay.
CeeDee Lamb.
CeeDee Lamb.
Gotta go
easy.
CD.
Gotta go CeeDee.
Okay. Commanders again.
Commies
Jeez.
again.
Terry McLaurin. No.
No.
Not Jaden.
Rashad White.
No.
Nah. Not even.
O line. No.
Not good.
Chig Okonkwo? No.
Nah.
No.
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 Well, we picked Scary Terry last time, but I don't know if I want to go with Jaden Daniels.
I don't know if I want to go. Let's go Terry. Just have to.
Terry.
We have to.
it. Okay.
I don't have a choice.
Miami.
Oh,
Dear Lord.
We gotta go
Devon
A-Chain, right?
A-Chain. Devon A-Chain.
There's literally nobody else.
Can't even name a player on their team right now.
It's full of nobody.
There we go.
Mm.
Bijan.
Yeah.
Bijan.
Devon and Bijan.
I was gonna say
that's nasty.
I was gonna
Hold
say
up.
Kyle Pitts for a second.
Right, not too bad. Not too bad right now.
Cardinals.
Marvin
McBride.
Trey
Johnson.
McBride.
Oh
Trey
yeah,
McBride.
Trey McBride.
Trey McBride.
Hold up.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh. New York Jets.
Oh.
Definitely not the head coach. Definitely not the quarterback.
Who's their tight end?
Yeah, Sadiq.
Yeah, wait. Okay.
I mean,
Who else are we
I don't
going
want their
there?
O-line, their defense, or their quarterback, so.
Definitely take Sadiq. Indy.
O-line?
Yeah.
I think they have a good O-line.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
Jonathan Taylor.
If we got
Yeah, well, we don't have another spot.
the console line.
Yeah, let's go O-line.
Yeah,
let's do it.
line.
All right, come on, QB.
Sam Darnold.
Do we go their defense though?
Yeah, but they have. I was gonna say.
And
they have such a good
coach
defense.
McDonald is so good too.
Well,
Their defense is so good, Giovanni.
let's
It's
do
too good to
defense.
pass
Let's
up.
do
I think-
defense.
Yeah,
Defense.
defense is too good to pass up here.
Defense. Carolina.
Dan Canales.
Yeah.
Well, Canales is a
Dave Canales. Yeah.
Canales is a good
All
guy,
right,
too.
quarterback. This is terrible.
Justin
Herbert.
Fulmer.
Okay. That's not bad.
That would have been one of my
I
grounded
swear
too.
this is another A minus.
Oh my
Oh my gosh. There's
All right.
no way.
There's no way.
Wait, so
That was a far better team.
okay.
Yeah.
That was a far better team this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What could we have done different?
Probably took a McDonald.
Kenyon Sadiq hurt us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Trey McBride. Maybe.
No, because if we would have taken McDonald, we wouldn't have got. We would have had to take like a quarterback from Carolina.
Yeah.
Or no, I don't.
That's dude. We got.
We were stuck. We got the
Next year,
Dolphins.
we'll lock in.
We'll lock in.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright.
All right, guys. Bring us home.
Alright, subscribe to Ohio Sportscast so you can watch the Marty Schefter breaking news and the updates. Subscribe to Top Gun Podcast. Subscribe to Coop Dog Sports. Subscribe to Smee Sports, which I'm now in partnership with, I guess. And subscribe to famous YouTuber Tom Grossi. And subscribe to That's Good Sports.
All right.
It's not about being right. It's about sounding confident.
Right on, brother.
That's right. Hasta luego, muchachos.
Also, Lego.
See you later, fellas.
See ya.